Hundreds of people have been moved to safety on Greece's second-largest island, Evia, after unseasonably heavy rainfall caused flooding and mudslides. This comes just a few months after devastating wildfires burned one-third of the island's forests. Our correspondent Evangelo Sipsas reports.
Just 2 months ago, residents of the Greek island of Evia were battling intense wildfires. Now another disaster has struck: floods. People in the towns of Evia, Kotsikia, and Achlavi woke up to find flooded basements and roads have been destroyed. Local resident Maria began cleaning up her house and restaurant after tons of mud water swept through her properties.
Overnight, we heard a loud sound that was getting closer and closer as the river was filling up with water. I was here alone with my husband, and we rushed fast to the first floor away from the stream. We literally got up seconds before the water came out in our restaurant. We couldn't do anything but sit and look until the sunrise. This has never happened before with so much water. Maybe it's because of the fires. And just as we were bouncing back from the destruction of the fires, now we have the floods.
Extreme rainfall broke records last weekend in parts of Greece, bringing intense downpours. A storm called Athena has been buffeting northern and central Greece, with the weather station recording close to 700 millimeters of rain since last weekend. In Evia, there are no casualties from the heavy rains that hit the northern part of the island, but dozens of residents had to flee their homes as rocks, debris, and mud reached 1 meter high. Roads became impossible and beaches were filled with mud sliding down from nearby mountains, devoid of vegetation since the fire.
500 και πλέον χιλιάδες στρέμματα έχουν γίνει στάχτη.
Over 500,000 hectares of forest have been burned, and as a consequence, we experienced floods, which destroyed an important part of the infrastructure. It has only been about 2 months since the fires. We are working day and night to create flood defences, but unfortunately, the area is too big. We have time against us. The government needs to change its bureaucracy so we can speed up the defences.
From burned trees and houses a few months ago to water and mud now, this is what the scene is like here in northern Evia. Whatever was left from the fires taken away by water in just a matter of hours. The Greek government announced over the weekend an emergency funding of $23 million to boost northern Evia's defenses against flooding. But the opposition party says more needs to be done.
Mitsotakis and his government need to act now. They need to take decisions and measures to at least preserve whatever is left in the area. If he doesn't, there will be consequences. He already has responsibility of what has happened so far.
The water has been receding as the weather has improved. A number of bulldozers have been already begun cleaning up and opening roads, while locals take stock of the damage. But the Greek Meteorological Center is predicting more rain this week, possibly double the amount that has already fallen. So without vegetation to hold the waters and mud from gushing down the landscape, Maria's properties will have a hard time holding their ground. Evangelo Sipsas for CGTN, Northern Evia.